touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long, I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my fit. Ex slick, then hit with the back then, used to out the zip. Blow out his back and then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things pull out the VIP. Suck, turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip. Crush.
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to.
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Carolina Panthers. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Nice job by the defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On 2nd and 9, Murray flushed out right. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 45-yard line. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Murray eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. Past the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Kyler Murray with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. With these Thursday night games, sometimes you get those quick turnarounds. You wonder how a team's going to start. They started really well.
Everyone's always wondering, going into a Thursday night game, who has their legs, who has, the overall health of a team. But mentally, if you get that early edge, the other team might think to itself, it's been a short week. We're not really ready to go. You might run them into the ground that way. That's why getting that early score means a lot.
This is taken at his 4. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
What's tight? Tight is right. What's tight?
On first down, Wilson. And this is caught. First catch by Brandon Marshall. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. This is Kenyon Drake, the 4th-year man from Alabama. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. He's got a man. That's Marshall. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
That's another Panthers first down. First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Taywan Taylor, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point good by Gostkowski, and we are tied at 7. Boy, tie game, first quarter, but still they're going to go with the onside kick. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Now Hunt, and they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it, escaping the pressure right. And he rifles one incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun on third down, Murray. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay.
First down, Tampa Bay.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. On first down, they'll run with Hunt, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Now Murray off play action. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Julian Edelman, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bucs have taken the lead. And partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
No gain on the play there, second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 27 yards there, a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he hits on the slant route to Marshall. The drop, there he goes, Brandon Marshall. Touchdown, Carolina. Brandon Marshall, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Gostkowski with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Gerald McCoy is always going to be linked with Ndamukong Suh. They came into the NFL in the same draft class. There's a lot of debate about who is going to be the better defensive tackle. They just do it 2 different ways. McCoy, more movement, more elusiveness. That allowed him to make the play there for a short gain.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. 2nd down, Murray sets to throw. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Wilson. He's got Green. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. From the shotgun, Wilson. He finds Taylor, complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Wilson. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. These 2 teams all tied after 1.
All day, dog.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. He's got his man here. It's Green. Quick slant there gets him the first down. 6 yards on the play. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Flush to his right. It's complete to Drake. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a 1st down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He's able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
throwing again on second down. Wilson. Green brings it in. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. On first down, Drake. Now Drake loses the football, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Tackle made by Thomas Davis. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray. He's going to find his tight end Boyle. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. He's got the first down and more past midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. First carry now for the backup, LaShawn McCoy. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Kyler Murray, 1,000-yard rusher as a quarterback in his Heisman campaign at Oklahoma. He's got the first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Steps away. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. And on this challenge, the refs have to take a peek and see whether or not the receiver was able to dot the I with both feet,
while making sure that he possesses the football all the way through the catch.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now Murray, he bootlegs it. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw, it's Murray. And able to find John Brown. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 12-yard line. First down, Murray. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. John Brown. His first touchdown of the new season as his guys are able to regain the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And
looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions quote-unquote go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Let's go, baby.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Back to the air on second down, it's Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And down inside the 15 he goes. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Now Murray, and he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking for Julian Edelman that time. And that'll bring up second down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too.
And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Cameron Wake with a little wake-up call as he gets in there for the sack.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Nick Boyle, his first touchdown here of the new campaign as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Tucker now to add the point after. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smarter.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Andrew Sendejo. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Julian Edelman with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. managing risk. This is a big decision here.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. I'm just wondering if
And a loose football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Murray now on first down. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And all the gamble fails. It's incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Carolina. The kick return touchdown goes for 97 yards. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Murray throwing on second down. And that's complete to Brown. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. On second down, here's Murray. And that's complete to Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
I I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Being chased out left. Murray fighting, lost the football, and it's picked up by the Panthers. 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Gostkowski the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a one-score game.
After the run, here's 2nd and 8 from the 27. Here's Murray. And this one's incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Cameron Wake, his 2nd sack of the night. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
56. Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. To try again after the sack. Wilson caught by the tight end Ertz. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he hits on the slant route to Marshall. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Wilson. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better...
And it's a fumble, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now Murray off play action. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player.
Emmanuel Sanders goes. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Emmanuel Sanders, his first touchdown of the new season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Forced out to his left. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. On first down, Wilson. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this for both of these guys running the ball well?
Yeah, they mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. Ball on the 30 as they come up, 2nd and 10. Wilson to throw again. Open man completes it to Butler. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Wilson. The quick slant caught. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A.J. Green. His first touchdown here of the new campaign as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point good by Gostkowski, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Now it's Hunt. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down. Murray now, perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Well, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
The Bucs on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. To throw is Murray, eluding the pressure right, and that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this score will stay right where it is. And that one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be?
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Von Miller able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now it's Wilson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
3rd and long, it's Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Sean Lee, the linebacker, able to get a hand in coverage.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe there's a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they can hold him.
On 2nd and 7, Murray. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Murray now. This is caught. It's Julian Edelman. He got 29 yards that time. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Play action. Now it's Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Wake bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
But enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Well, this is caught by Gill. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the 1st. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth-quarter comeback.
With emphasis. Interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Back to the air, Wilson after the pick 6. And now here is another interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Geno Atkins, the Pro Bowler, in there on the stop. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Kareem Hunt, his first touchdown of the new season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
Things are rocking easy here in the 4th quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Green brings it in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Wilson buying time to his left. And that's complete. It's Green here. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers, and a first down here. Here's Wilson. And he hits Drake. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. Here's Wilson to throw, escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. And he'll be out of bounds. 23 yards on the tuck and run. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And a touchdown here as we near the end of this ball game.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Here's Hunt. The defensive end, Cameron Wake, brings him down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. Oh, he sheds himself free. There he goes, left side. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Kareem Hunt with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to lead to a third down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. It's his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progression.
It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Kenyon Drake, his second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. All the talk when Russell Wilson came into the league about his height, you know, those big defensive linemen, can he get the ball over him? When you get him outside the pocket like that, doesn't really matter.
No, it really doesn't, and you're exactly right. Many people dinged him for that and said, how's he going to see over NFL linemen? He never did, right? At whatever level, he saw through them and found pockets and windows to throw the football. But as you noted, when he's outside the pocket and his vision is totally clear, oh, look out, because he's going to find someone downfield, as we just saw there.
Here we go. 54 Mike. Watch the pass.
And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. And they will take a knee here.
Major loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11. At the 44-yard line.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Buccaneers, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Some product, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these stacks up. 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When it come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no more. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spin. Better kill it and did it again. But it's on down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top of the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed it, blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. I had to get back up. I had to get back up.